Hi, I'm Daniel and I'm so excited because today we are going to start building the largest, most complex, by far most expensive 4-player home arcade cabinet in existence. Well, as far as I know. It will have a built-in PlayStation, an Xbox, a Switch, a gaming PC, 7 screens, a fully electronic adjustable height system, everything you can imagine and more. The client that commissioned me to build this lives in Madeira, which is 250 miles to the north of the Canary Islands. So it will travel a long way by boat after we are finished. So, in this video series I'm going to take you with me on this journey, and if you are into arcades, video gaming or arcade building, you are definitely in for a treat. Without further ado, let's get the laptop and let's start by showing you what we are actually going to build. So let's start up Fusion 360. And of course each arcade design starts just with a pencil and paper making a rough sketch, and then it ends up with a 3D model in Autodesk. If you want to play with Fusion 360 yourself a little bit, there is a free version available on the Autodesk website, and I made a 5-part tutorial series on YouTube. It's absolutely free, and in this tutorial series we are building a basic arcade cabinet together. So if you find this interesting, you see the link there. I will put a link down in the description, and there you can learn how to work with Fusion yourself. Now let's open the design. Madeira. Let's close the data panel. And let's show you the design. The computer is not the best computer in the world, this small laptop, but it works. So let me show you the design. This is the cabinet. This is how it looks. And you cannot see the sheer scale of this design, but this has a 50-inch monitor, which is an amazing monitor. It's the largest one I've ever used. So let me show you what else is interesting. You can see the bottom part, and here you can see the PlayStation 5. This is the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox 360. No, that's not true. It's the Xbox Series X, and they're all in the bottom part. Then we have 2 drawers. Let me try opening them for you. Like this. So we have 2 drawers, and in these drawers there will be the cutouts for all the controllers, and in this case we need 2 PlayStation 2, Switch and 2 Xbox controllers, so 6 controllers in total and 2 guns. So it's kind of stuffed, but it will work out. Let me close the drawer like this. This is the control panel, and it's quite large, as you can see. Later in the workshop I will show, because it's already cut now, but later in the workshop you will see it in real life. But it's a huge control panel. It's actually enough space for maybe 6 people. But each player, so this is player 3, player 1, player 2, player 4, each player has 8 buttons, and the cutouts you can see here are small 3.5-inch screens. So each player has his own small screen built in the control panel, and in this screen you can see, I still need to program that, how all the buttons work for each emulator. I can do custom animations inside. There's a lot of stuff we can do. And there's a big cutout here. This is a 5-inch screen, and this is of course for the box art or the emulator banner. This humongous flight stick is the famous Hotas Warthog flight stick. It's the most expensive flight stick I think there is in the world for consumer use. It's a huge detachable flight stick, so I'm really enthusiastic about that. This is the brand new Stream Deck, which is the Stream Deck with the small buttons to operate volume and to do other stuff. And now let me show you the most exciting part. I will give you a human scale S4 scale. So here you can see that it's now a sitting desk. So the cabinet, the control panel, is just above the knee of this gentleman right here. So it's on sitting level. You can just sit behind it. But now, let me show you. It can rise up electronically and it can go very high. And now you can make it a standing cabinet. And this is the huge new thing that this cabinet will have. It's electronically adjustable. There is this small control unit right here underneath the control panel that has memorizations for different heights. And now it's fully electronically adjustable. So here you can see the huge, super heavy metal frames. And let me show you what's in the back of the bottom part. Where is it? Here. I will remove this and I will remove one of the sides. So here you can see that this contraption here is actually, see it as a sitting, standing desk frame, but this is an industrial quality one. So it's super heavy, super durable. I will show you in the workshop. On top of this box you can see 3 huge fan cutouts, and these are for 200 millimeter fans with RGB. So it's going to look awesome when the cabinet rises. Maybe we can use some smoke even or something, but when it rises, when it opens up, you can only see this, you can see this beautiful LED, RGB LED fans lighting up. So I think this is going to look awesome. The artwork will be a Star Wars black and white, actually more white than black, Star Wars theme. And Yoshi is already very busy designing it, and I'm working, in this case I'm working together with him. So I'm changing stuff in Photoshop as well, and Sahai does most of the work. Of course, in all of my builds I use real smoke gray glass, so there are huge panels. They're already here standing in the living room. They arrived yesterday, which will make this build look amazing. So basically this is what we're going to be building. And before I take you to the workshop, we need to buy an Xbox Series X console, as this was not available online. So let me take you to the shop, buy the Xbox, and then I will take you to the workshop, and I'm going to show you all the cool arcade stuff that will be inside this cabinet. So let's go.
€86 alsjeblieft.
Super lief. Thanks. Here we are in the workshop, and here you can see all the components, the huge table of components that we are going to need building this, well, crazy complex arcade machine. Let me show you around a little bit. Here we have the Thrustmaster Hotak magnetic base. You can see the stick itself. It's quite possibly the most expensive consumer flight stick there is on the market. Obviously the Xbox and the controller. This is the PlayStation 5 with 2 controllers inside. That's the Nintendo Switch in the standard blue and red color. 3 of the fans. These are 200mm fans. Master fan MF200A RGB. This is the PC. It is still a little bit wrapped in plastic, but it's really beautiful PC in some kind of gray metal look. It's made by Lenovo, and it has a 4060 video card and I think an i7 processor. Unfortunately, in this build we are not going to see the PC at all. But still, in one of my next builds I quite possibly go for a PC like this. So where are we here? This small box contains the spotlights, and these are the white ones, as we're going for a white build. And I am never using these small transformers, as they are shit. They will break on you after a few months. Just go for a nice 12-volt power supply or something. This is the power socket we need, 10 connectors. Let's move up here. So these are the Brook Universal Fighting Boards. We need a couple of them. Of course, we are also going for the, where are we? The Ultimate I/O boards made by Ultimark. These are still great, but if you want to connect your arcade buttons to Xbox, PlayStation or Nintendo Switch, you will need the Universal Fighting Boards. And if you're going to connect them to the PlayStation 5, maybe for fighting games or so, you will also need an expansion thing called a USB upgrade kit. So it's just a small PCB, and you need to connect this to the Brook Fighting Board, and this way you can connect your PlayStation 5 controller or PlayStation 5 console to your arcade buttons. Next to this is an HDMI extender, 4 HDMI ins and 1 HDMI out. So this is the HDMI switcher, and this small device is an HDMI splitter. As we are using the 4 screens in the control panel, these are the ones 3.5 inch displays, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 1 5-inch display. And these will all need to get the same signal. Well, the 3.5 inch models need the same signal, and this is where the HDMI splitter is for. So every player will have the same image on their small personal 3.5 inch screen. And they are actually quite nice. And if you're interested, I'm using the MPI 3508 3.5 inch display. Perfect. Okay, as for the wheels, we are using these complex, I'm not sure if I can show you this with one hand, but these complex wheels, they are very heavy duty wheels, as this cabinet is going to be super heavy obviously. And they consist of 2 parts, a black cap that will be mounted on the arcade panel, and then the wheel assembly itself, which is this one, and this can slide in and you lock it with these pins here, and then when you're all done you can lower the cabinet down. The wheel will be removed just like this, and this will stay on your arcade cabinet. Grips, 90mm push buttons. This is a fan controller, and this is the new Stream Deck. Let me show you. And this is amazing. Pretty expensive, but you have these turning knobs with clicky functions, and you have this screen here also. I think it will look amazing, and of course all these buttons are small screens as well, so I'm quite happy with that. Here you have the gun for IR guns. Beautiful guns, also super expensive but absolutely perfect. You need sensors for it, and this is the sensor set. These are the cup holders. The big ones, 95mm or so, and these have the LED ring. So let me show you how beautiful they look. Connect a wire. Oh, and there we are. So now you can see that these have RGB lighting, and they look amazing. They can do green, or I can do red. Really nice. Kind of love them. They are pretty big, but then again they are suitable for American-sized drinks. These are new Ultimark buttons, and they are brand new because these are not concave ones. These do not have the dent in them. They have a small round top, which is called convex. Basically, these are the buttons I used in my first huge expensive arcade machine, but this quality is much higher because these are made out of PLA material, which is a nylon and not polycarbonate. Brand new buttons that we are going to use in this arcade build. These are the extensions for the LEDs on the joysticks. These are the joysticks. The white plate will move, done by a small motor which you can see here. They're called servo sticks with a K, and I really love them. This is the spinner, just a standard spinner, super high quality, not cheap, but very high quality. Now let's turn to the back. This is really gorgeous. This is the metal frame. It's like a huge frame and it's ultra strong. And there is this small control device here. There are some screw holes, so it will be mounted underneath the control panel. And I can just click on the small sitting icon here. Where is it? And then electronically, this whole device moves to a sitting position, or standing position for that matter. And it is an amazingly strong industrial quality. It can support my full weight just on one of the beams. So let me sit on it. I can just manually do it. And it's so fun. It's just like a roller coaster ride, kind of slow one. Really nice. I can just easily contact the roof. So let me get me back down. Okay, this was it for now, and thank you so much for watching. In part 2, we will be building the arcade cabinet. So I need to clean up here, make the workshop ready, and we're going to cut panels, manufacture the cabinet, do the wiring, and going to give you some tips. We're going to talk about tools. It's going to be a lot of fun. So don't forget to subscribe and ring the little bell, because you will get the notification when the new video, part 2, is uploaded. You can click on the video when it's uploaded right here, and if it's not uploaded yet, you will see other arcade building videos of my channel appear here. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in part 2. Can't wait. Bye.